Imagine waking up every morning believing that your future depends on someone else. Someone in another country. Someone in another government. Someone in another boardroom. Someone who has never walked your streets, spoken your language, or shared your struggles. For millions of people across Africa, this feeling has become so familiar that it almost seems normal. We wait for foreign investment to create jobs. We wait for international organizations to solve crises. We wait for aid when disaster strikes. We wait for leaders to fulfill promises. We wait for opportunities that often never arrive. And while we wait, another generation grows older. Another generation graduates without work. Another generation begins to believe that success can only be found somewhere else. But what if this way of thinking is the real problem? What if the greatest obstacle facing Africa today is not simply a lack of resources or opportunity, but a loss of confidence in its own ability to shape its future? More than 40 years ago, one African leader asked these same questions. His answers challenged powerful governments, threatened international interests, and inspired millions across the continent. He believed that a nation could never become truly free if it relied on others to feed it, finance it, or define its future. His name was Thomas Sankara. To some, he was a revolutionary. To others, he was a dangerous idealist. Some remember him as Africa's Che Guevara. Others reject that comparison entirely, arguing that he should be understood on his own terms, as a leader shaped by African realities rather than foreign symbols. Yet regardless of how history describes him, one thing remains undeniable. His ideas still provoke debate decades after his death. In an age where young Africans are asking whether they should leave their countries in search of better opportunities, where governments negotiate billions of dollars in foreign loans, where imported goods often dominate local markets, and where economic independence remains an unfinished project, Sankara's central question feels remarkably current. Can a people truly be free if they depend on others for their survival? This is not just a question about economics. It is a question about dignity. It is a question about identity. It is a question about the kind of future a society chooses to build. Today, many conversations about Africa focus almost entirely on what is missing. We hear about unemployment, corruption, inflation, political instability, and migration. These are real challenges, and ignoring them would serve no one. But there is another danger. When every story about a continent begins with failure, people slowly begin to believe failure is inevitable. Over time, that belief becomes more powerful than any economic statistic. It shapes decisions. It shapes ambition. It shapes the stories young people tell themselves about what is possible. Africa is changing rapidly. Technology, migration, unemployment, entrepreneurship, relationships, identity, and culture are reshaping the lives of millions of young people. Yet, many of life's biggest questions remain the same. How should we live? What does success really mean? How do we build resilience? What can African wisdom teach us about modern life? On this channel, we explored these questions through philosophy, psychology, history, economics, and timeless African traditions. Our goal is not to tell you what to think. It is to help you think better.